Like, I need to look in the mirror and just be like, girl, you are doing it and you're doing the best you can. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're vlogging today, but the purpose of this video is just to really like motivate you guys and make you feel like you're not alone, and I want you to feel supported. So that's what this video is about. So I don't know, I really don't even know where to start with this video. So I'm making myself some hot tea, as you saw, and I'm waiting for it to steep right now. If you're wondering, I am just having some basic black tea, nothing special. And what I do is warm the water in the microwave, which some like tea fanatics may think down on, I don't know. But I do that, and then I put the tea bag in the water and then cover it with a towel and let it steep for like 5 minutes. So I'm waiting on that, and once that's done, I have a very embarrassing pile of laundry to fold. Like, this is the worst it's ever been. Like, it's like my normal pile times 4 or 5. Like, it's bad, and I'm gonna show it to you anyway, because honestly, I'm sure some of you guys have had laundry that bad, or maybe not, but maybe it will make you feel better about the laundry pile you have at home, because this is bad, girl. It's bad. I have a huge to-do list of things I need to get done this weekend, so hopefully I can check a few of those things off today. I have a few more like home cleaning related things. I need to get some groceries today. I'm probably gonna wait for my husband to get home. One of the things I really wanted to talk about in this video are just like our insecurities as moms. I have been feeling kind of down lately. Like, I don't know. So you may or may not know I recently had a miscarriage, and I went through a lot of emotions with that. Obviously, I was really upset, and I'm a little depressed, and you know, I mean, it was rough. Like, it was not a good moment, obviously, and you know, I went through those things questioning like if it were my fault, like did I do anything to cause this to happen, kind of thing. And of course the doctor reassured me like there's nothing I did, like it's just a chromosome issue and this happens all the time, and there's nothing I could have done to prevent it or cause it. But you still, like, even though they tell you that, you're like, is that true? Like, what did I do something wrong? And you know, I finally have gotten through that. I feel like I'm still struggling with it now, because we are still trying to conceive again, and I haven't gotten pregnant yet. And so every time I'm not pregnant, I'm just like, you know, I already screwed up the other pregnancy, and my husband's like, you did nothing, like stop being so hard on yourself, like you didn't do this, like it just happened. On top of that, I've been really struggling with like mom guilt lately, like just not feeling good enough, and I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about some of my insecurities as being a mom, a parent, and some of the things like I'm ashamed of talking about, even from the past when he was first born. Like, I want to be straight with you guys about how I'm feeling about some things. If you guys are feeling up to it and you want to admit something that you're ashamed of or get mom guilt about or whatever, let me know in the comments, and you know, share it. Maybe if we all share some of these insecurities, we will all feel a little less like bad about ourselves. Because I can sit there all day and tell you like, don't do this to yourself, like you're doing great, you're doing the best you can, but it's hard for me to like say that to myself. Like, I need to look in the mirror and just be like, girl, you are doing it and you're doing the best you can. But it's hard, and it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to take your own advice. Like, do as I say, not as I do type of thing. Like, it's hard for me to take my own advice. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna get some stuff done. I'm gonna share my day with you, and I'm also going to share all of my deep, dark, ashamed mom secrets. Let's do it.
He got me high above, like the sun by the moon, he's a star, baby, I'm lighting up, like a fool, it's true, it's true. He's making me blow my mind, and I can't stand the thought of being without us. I'm being honest, y'all, I'm being honest. We just do what we do, ain't no joke about love. He's the one.
Are you guys ready to see the laundry pile? Brace yourself. Oh my gosh, guys. That's so bad. Look how bad it is. I'm shaking so bad right now. Oh my gosh. I have to fold all those clothes. Liz is gonna be awful.
From high ground, keeps catching me every time I fall. He got me safe and sound, safe and sound. We just do what we do, ain't no joke about love. He's the one that I die for.
The first thing, I guess I'll admit, one of the things I've been ashamed of and been scared to really talk about out loud to you guys or just anyone really, goes all the way back from day one when Ollie was born. I did end up getting an epidural. I tried natural. Oh, you want up here with mama? Ready? Oh, good job. I did end up getting an epidural. I went like 13 hours naturally and unmedicated, not naturally. I feel like the word naturally, like we all do it naturally if you're giving vaginal birth, but it's medicated or unmedicated is the terms I prefer to use. But anyway, I went 14 or 13 hours unmedicated, and I only had progressed to like 4 centimeters, and I was just like, I can't, oh God, I was gonna have a heart attack. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I was absolutely miserable. It wasn't this like joyous experience that I wanted. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it and see what happens. And it was amazing. I could feel the pressure. I could still move my legs. I knew when to push, but like I had no contraction pain. It was great. So if you're considering an epidural, I had a great experience, but that's me. So I had him, and I still, of course, had the epidural going through my system, and I was still like pain-free, and it was a great experience. I didn't feel like loopy or weird like I was on drugs. Like I was there, I was present for the experience, and it was amazing welcoming him into the world. Like I held him, I stared at him, I felt great and happy and warm inside. We cried, we smiled. It was amazing. Then the epidural wore off, and it wasn't so amazing anymore. I honestly hated it. I was miserable. I, of course, just had a baby come out of me. I did have some tearing, which means I had stitches. I hate to be TMI in a vlog like this, but I had hemorrhoids, and I couldn't even sit. I couldn't sit. Like, I had to lay back. So then my lower back started really hurting. You know, they come and push on your uterus and stuff, and that hurts. So I had no idea that they did that. Like that was a surprise, and it was a bad one. I did a whole video on like things people didn't tell me or something like that, like a labor delivery video. I did something like that. You should totally watch it before giving birth, because I try to be upfront with you guys on things that I didn't know and wish I would have. So anyway, it was a horrible 48 hours at the hospital, like miserable. And when after that, again, epidural wore off, I looked at Ollie and I loved him. Like I loved him. Like he's mine. I made this thing, you know. I love him, obviously. I do. I loved you. I still do love you. But like, I don't know. I hate to see it. Like I don't even want to talk about it, but that's the whole point of this video, is like I want to talk to you guys and be straight about these feelings so that you don't feel alone or horrible about yourself like I did or do or whatever. I kind of resented him. Like, and for probably about 2 weeks felt a lot of feelings of regret. I questioned my decision of having children at all. I was like, how did I think this was a good idea? Like, this is awful. Like, I am so miserable. And I got really depressed. I may have had a little spout of postpartum depression there those first couple of weeks, because I was I like looked at him and would cry because I loved him so much, but I was like almost mad at not him, but like the situation. Like I was mad that I was in pain and wasn't allowed to rest. Like, I mean, even if somebody's there supporting you and helping you, like your husband, I had my mom stay with us for like a week after he was born, and that was super helpful. But even if she took him some of those like late night shifts, what? Ah, you want up? Say up? Hold on a second. He wants up on this chair. Ugh. Good job. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, even though like my mom was there and she took some of those like late night shifts, because there are those first few weeks too, actually maybe longer, somebody was holding him at all times, whether it be me, my husband, my mom. Like, he was in somebody's arms every second of every day for weeks. And so that made it even harder, because it's like I literally had no break. Even when somebody took over and like relieved me or let me sleep or whatever, like an hour and a half later, you're getting that soft knock on the door and my mom being like, Shelby, I think he's hungry. I think he needs to eat. And that's a whole nother story, is breastfeeding for me did not work out. Like, I had to use a nipple shield every single time that I breastfed him because he couldn't latch onto me directly. I won't again go into TMI details. I did a whole video on that one as well, so I'll have all of the videos referencing these things linked below for you guys. Those first 2 weeks were the hardest, and when people are like asking me, hey, be straight with me, like, how's recovery, I am very honest about it, and I tell you exactly how it was for me, and it wasn't great. And I always say, like, if you can get through those first 2 weeks, if you just like push through, like, see that light at the end of the tunnel, even though it's not great. What did you do? You want me to fix it? You want me to fix it? You grab the remote. I don't like him playing with the remote, but hold on. You turned the show off. I don't remember what I was saying, guys. I don't know. I don't want to repeat myself, but I was talking about breastfeeding. Oh, the first 2 weeks. Okay, so yeah, I always tell people, like, if you can get through those first 2 weeks, like, that's gold. I mean, it's still not great after 2 weeks. Like, I would say 6 weeks is like, that's where things really started looking up for me. But those first 2 weeks were the worst of it. And it was when I got out of that first 2 weeks that finally I was like, felt like I was climbing up the mountain. I guess what I'm trying to admit to you guys is that I did feel like resentment. I did feel regret. I felt those negative feelings towards my baby, and that's always a hard thing, like tough thing to swallow, you know? And it's even harder, I feel like, to admit it, because, you know, you want just to feel this like perfect abundance of love and have no negative feelings towards this angel that you just like delivered into the world, and you want to show people those like happy feelings, but it's not realistic. And I'm sure there's other people that have felt the way I feel, and I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to look at all these people's Instagram posts or YouTube videos just like, why am I not feeling that way? Why am I not overly happy right now? How are they like looking amazing with their hair all done and makeup and smiling and just talking so positively about their experience and their baby? And here I am almost wishing I had never had one. Sounds awful, but that's the truth. That's how I felt in those 2 weeks. I'm lucky that I got out of it, but people suffer from postpartum depression for a long period of time, and they may feel those feelings and feel guilty for talking about it, and that's not fair. Even if you've experienced it and experienced it longer than I did, that's okay too, and I want you guys to talk about it. So hopefully in the comments you guys can be nice to each other and just talk about your stories and talk about how you've felt and overcame some of these negative feelings. You shouldn't feel guilty for feeling the way you feel. We all feel the way we feel, and we shouldn't have to apologize for that. Just days into motherhood, I already felt mom guilt. That's how it works. Hopefully my husband will be home pretty soon, and then we can do groceries and all of that stuff later today. But I'm just gonna hang out with my little guy and then feed him some lunch, and yeah, just go from there. But thank you guys for listening to that, and hopefully you guys are kind to me in the comments and don't make me feel worse about my feelings than I already do. But I really appreciate you guys, and I'm here to support you, as I'm sure you are for me. And if you guys want to talk about things privately, hop onto my Instagram and direct message me. I am there checking every day and happy to just like talk to you guys about your feelings. So yeah, I love you guys. Say hi. Okay, so we are headed to Target right now because we need to get some things. And yeah, I was just waiting for my camera to charge, but if you're wondering what you've missed, not much. Ollie destroyed the living room. He ate lunch, which consisted of black beans, strawberries, and toast. I did finish all of that laundry. It's all folded, hung up, put away, and Taylor got home. Say hey.
Hey.
So we are headed to Target right now just to get a few things. And that's really it for the day. So that's what we're doing right now.
Side by side, can't believe that he is mine. We just do what we do. My love.
So we just got to Target, and I have to ask, do any of you sit in the car in parking lots because your kids are super chill and you just want to savor every last moment of that chillness?
Because that's where we're at.
Yeah, right now he's so like content, and we're like, maybe if we just, oh no.
And there it is.
He got my love. He got my.
Hey guys. So at least we got Starbucks. I mean, there's one silver lining. So it's now like raining, and it's like that like really like thin like misty rain. Like
It's called, I think you would call it.
Are you gonna make fun of me?
I think you would call it a wintry mix.
Oh, a wintry mix. I thought you were gonna say a wet rain, because I used to say like, this is a wet rain, and people would be like, Shelby, I think all rains are wet. But like there's certain types of rain that like get you soaked more than others. So shush, it's a wet rain. Okay, so we decided that we were gonna go home and maybe just order food or something. But Ollie fell asleep in the car, and so now we feel like we should just drive around for a minute and let him get like 10 minutes of sleep or something. So, because it's just like way too late to like put him down for a nap at home. But if he wants to just have a little cat nap, like that's okay. Because I know as soon as we get in the house, like he's not gonna want to go to sleep anyway. So hopefully just he'll get a little like a few minutes of sleep. So we're just gonna cruise around for a minute, I guess. We are in the house now. As soon as we came in, he was lively again, and he is playing and having a great time. So we did make the right call, giving him like 15 minutes of sleep in the car, so that way he would feel a little more rested and maybe a little less grumpy for the rest of the night. So just a little mini cat nap, wouldn't you say, buddy? Yeah, he is eating goldfish crackers. They have the baby ones, so they're just a little smaller than the average goldfish cracker. And yeah, we're just hanging out. I think I already said this, but we're going to order food, so we just have to decide what we want and get that order placed. I don't know if we're going to order it like right now or when he goes to bed. Sometimes Taylor and I will like feed him and, you know, just like have him eat dinner, and then, you know, we'll order ourselves something. That way we can just almost have a little like at home date together, like after Ollie goes down for bed. We don't do that a lot. But sometimes like on weekends we don't care to eat a little later, and we'll just, because Ollie goes to bed at 7, so like we'll just have like a little dinner date, just the two of us after 7, and let Ollie eat something I just come up with, you know, just for him. I feel like this video is all over the place, but Ollie had a little meltdown and he is now eating a banana. I feel like his meltdowns are always because he wants some sort of food. So I'm trying to decide if I want to show you what I got at the store. Nah, I won't. There's really nothing exciting. So I am gonna put away these little bits of groceries that we got, but before I do, I was talking to my husband and I asked him like what's something that he feels guilty about with just being a parent, because we all talk about mom guilt, but I feel like it's really just parent guilt, like dads feel guilty too. But I would say like something that he mentioned that I also agree with is that him and I were tired at this time of night, and so, you know, there is the occasion, like a lot of nights where we look forward to him going to bed, and like, you know, we always feel guilty. We're like, you know, I feel bad for saying it, but I'm excited that it's close to his bedtime because I'm ready just to relax. And you know, it's like, I feel like that's again one of those like unspoken things that moms and dads don't really talk about, because you don't really want to wish your time away with your kids, especially because they do grow up so fast. And I know, you know, when he's like 18 and going off to college maybe, or just, you know, moving out of the house, I'm gonna like wish I had this time back with him. And so it does make me feel guilty wishing that time away. And it's not that, it's just we need that time to reset so that we can be good parents. So if you feel guilty about being excited for nap times and being excited for bedtimes, like, you really shouldn't be, because you're not going to be a good parent if you don't have those breaks. And you know, in the beginning I felt really uncomfortable like leaving my son even just for a few hours. Like, you know, obviously you get that separation anxiety in the beginning, but now, like, when we were gone for a whole week with the cruise, I was a little anxious, but just leaving him for like a night or a few hours doesn't bother me at all anymore, because I literally soak in all that time I can have with just myself. So that's just one of those other things that I feel like a lot of people don't like say out loud, but I would think most moms feel that way. So think of things like that. Let me know in the comments something that you kind of sometimes feel guilty or ashamed of admitting feeling about being a mom, and let's talk about it. Let's open the conversation, because I'm sure there's a lot of other moms that feel the exact same way as you. Taylor's ready to order us some food, so I'm gonna have to go pick what I want. I think we're gonna get Qdoba, and I am in the mood for it, which Taylor thinks is really weird, and I'm hoping it's a pregnancy symptom, but I don't think it is. I think I'm just in the mood for Mexican food. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. Ollie's eating his banana, and I am tired, and my arm hurts from holding this camera, so I'll see you guys in a bit. The food is here. The food is here. What is it?
The food is here.
Yeah. Food is here. The food is here. The food is here. The food is here. Yeah. Just so you know, we are eating our burritos in bed. I don't know if any of you guys do that, but we frequently eat in bed. We usually just like roll our nice comforter away and like lay towels. But yeah, I don't know. It's like once Ollie goes to bed, we kind of just want to like unwind, get in our cozy bed, watch some TV, and eat food. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now, eating burritos in bed. What does that mean?
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
This is how you say it. Ready?
Oh, that makes sense.
A little bit.
I'm rocking my Friends t-shirt. It's from the men's section at Target, if you were wondering. They have so many cute t-shirts if you want like a cheap, cute shirt. And this was actually from my stepdad, because he knows me so well. So thanks, Dan. Anyway, we're gonna eat our burritos. I'm so hungry, and he's like gonna eat all the queso if I don't hurry. That's it, guys. It's been a good day. It's been a long day. I'm kind of getting sad that tomorrow's Sunday. I feel like yet again this weekend has flown by like really fast, but hey, at least we have the rest of tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new, subscribe. I would love for you to join my family here, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, that's weird. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. Oh my.
Making me jump from high ground, keeps catching me every time I fall.